After learning about the multiplication of two-digit numbers in the three-step procedure, let us now see how to multiply complementary numbers. First of all, let us understand what is meant by complementary numbers. Complementary numbers are those where the sum of the units places is equal to 10 and the remaining part of the numbers are equal. So any two numbers where the units place add up to 10 and the tens place or the remaining part of the number is equal are referred as complementary numbers. For example, 43 and 47. As you can see here, the units place of the first number is 3 and the units place of the second number is 7. 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. So units place add up to 10 and the remaining number, that is 4 and 4, tens place 4 and 4 are equal. So these 43 and 47 here are referred as complementary numbers. Similarly, in case of 72 and 78, we find that 2 plus 8 is 10. The sum of the units places is 10 and the tens places are equal, or I can say the remaining part of the number is equal. And likewise in 122 and 128, we find that 2 plus 8 is 10. The sum of units places is 10 and the remaining part of the number, that is 12 and 12, is equal in both the numbers. So such numbers are referred to as complementary numbers, and multiplication of such numbers can be done in simple two steps. As you have seen in the previous case, we were doing multiplication of two numbers in 3 steps, but here the multiplication can be done directly in 2 very simple steps. The first step here is to multiply the units places. That is similar to the previous case. First step is multiplication of units places. So 3 into 7 is 21. Now as we have seen in the previous example, we write only 1 in the answer and 2 gets carried forward. But when the numbers are complementary, we can directly write 21 itself in the answer. So 3 into 7, 21 comes in the answer. And the next step here is the remaining part of the number, that is 4 into the next higher whole number. So the number which comes after 4 is 5. So 4 into 5, 20. So that 20 is the remaining part of the answer. So as you can see here, multiplication of complementary numbers is a very simple process. First, we multiply the units places and write the result in the answer, and then take the tens place and multiply with the next integer, that is 4 into 5, 20 comes in the answer. So there are only 2 steps for multiplication of complementary numbers. Likewise, in case of 72 and 78, we can say that the answer should be 2 into 8, 16, and 7 into the next number, 7 into 8 is 56. So the answer here will be 5616. Moving on to 34 and 36, even these are complementary numbers. Why? Because 4 plus 6 equals to 10 and the tens places are equal. So 4 into 6, 24, and 3 into 4, the next digit after 3 is 4. So 3 into 4, 12. So the answer here is 1224. 122 into 128. Now as you can see here, unit places are 2 and 8. So 2 into 8 is 16 and the remaining part of the number here is 12. So 12 into the next integer, that is 13. 12 into 13 is 156. So the answer here is 15616. And likewise in the last case, we have 181 and 189. That means these are complementary numbers. So 1 into 9 should be the first step. 1 into 9 is 9. So in the answer we have to take 9. But remember friends, here 1 into 9 is 9, but we cannot write directly 9 in the answer. Why? Because in the first step we always have to take a 2-digit number. Like in all these cases, you can see that the first result was 21, 16, 24, 16 and so on. So here also it has to be a 2-digit number. So 9 should be taken as 09, otherwise we get a wrong answer. And the next step would be 18 into the next integer, 18 into 19. 18 into 19 will be 342. So the answer here is 34209. So this is how we can multiply complementary numbers in 2 simple steps. The first step is multiplication of units places. So whatever result we get, that has to be taken in the answer. And the next step is multiplication of the remaining part of the number with the next higher integer. So let us now see whether you can apply the concept of complementary numbers properly or not. Here we have got 3 questions and your time starts now. So let us now see what are the answers for these 3 numbers here. 53 into 57. 3 into 7 is 21. 5 into 6 will be 30. So the answer is 3021. 114 into 116. 4 into 6 is 24. 11 into 12. 11 into 12 is 132. So the answer here is 13224. And the last one, 84 into 86. 4 into 6 is 24, 8 into 9 is 72. So these are the answers for the given questions. And as you can see here, each question hardly takes 2 to 3 seconds to get the answer. So try to use this concept wherever applicable. And one more point which I would like to mention before we go for the next technique is that in all complementary numbers, we can also go for a plus b into a minus b equals to a square minus b square method. For example, if you look at 84 and 86, this is like 85 minus 1, 85 plus 1. So 85 minus 1 into 85 plus 1 will be 85 squared minus 1 squared. And if you are comfortable in finding out 85 square, that is 85 square will be 7225. So 7225 minus 1 will be 7224. Likewise, in 114 and 116, we can say that the answer will be 115 minus 1 into 115 plus 1. So that's like 115 square minus 1 square. And in case of 53 and 57, we can take it as 55 minus 2, 55 plus 2. So that's like 55 square minus 2 square. So very clearly, in all complementary numbers, we can also go for a plus b into a minus b equals to a square minus b square. Remember friends, the converse is not true. Wherever we find complementary numbers, there a plus b into a minus b is applicable. But wherever we apply a plus b into a minus b, there it doesn't mean that the numbers are complementary. So be careful when you apply this technique.